Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the weekly holiday show. I'm your host, Mr. James from Closet Central, and here are your selected holidays for the week of May 9th through May 13th. Let's celebrate something. So, first up, Monday the 9th, it is Lost Sock Memorial Day. Bow our heads, and I want you to think about the lost socks that you have. You know what that means, lost sock? It means you have 2 feet. Well, maybe most of you have 2 feet. And you wear a sock on each foot. The socks get dirty. You put them in the hamper. The socks go to get washed. Once they're washed, you fold the clothes and you look for both socks. You find only one. Where'd the other sock go? Well, in reality, it's probably because of static electricity. This sock is stuck to another sock or another piece of clothing, and it's somewhere else. So you might put a shirt on and, oh, what's that on my sleeve? There's a sock. Some people, though, have another myth. They think the sock disappears and goes to a lost sock land. And today's just basically kind of a joke to think about where those socks go. I mean, you can basically find the socks. Sometimes people take the socks off, they throw them in the hamper, and one goes in, the other one goes behind something. And later on, when you're moving things in your room, you find that sock, or maybe a lot of them. Hey, guess what? It's okay if you wear some mismatched socks, right? Every now and then, not a big problem. Just say, I'm wearing my lost socks. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, when you're putting your socks in the hamper, take them and kind of fold them over one another so that they stay together. Yeah, they'll wash, they'll dry. They might stay a little bit wet, but you can dry them after. But anyways, you won't lose them. You won't have to have this celebration of the Lost Sock Memorial Day. Anyways, that's been a public service announcement for you. Okay. Tuesday the 10th, it is Clean Up Your Room Day. You know, if you clean your room up, you might find those lost socks. There's 2 holidays in one. Anyways, clean your stuff up. I'm always cleaning things up. Right here in the back, you're looking, and you might see boxes and such like that. Believe me, it was an absolute mess before I came around and cleaned this place up. And I'm still doing cleaning all the time, trying to rearrange things. Organization is amazing. And cleaning things up is great. You want to breathe better. You want to know where things are. Clean your room day, not just once a year. This should probably happen at the end of every single week, or at least once a month, just so that you can make sure you have everything where you want it. Sometimes moving things around and putting them into different places makes it easier, and sometimes it helps you think in a different way. Some people call that feng shui, which is a way of rearranging the room to, I don't know, something with energies and things like that. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get to more like cleaning so that it's easier for you to live in your habitat, right? And I try to make sure I clean everything. I was just about to throw a piece of paper away before I hit record and see, making sure I do my cleaning. So do yourself a good favor and clean. Wednesday the 11th, it is School Nurse Day. Last week we had Teacher Appreciation Day. We had School Lunch Worker Day. This is School Nurse Day. And why does it look like I'm mixing chemicals up? Well, have you ever been to the nurse's office? They have all these little things to help people who are sick. Probably some medicines, Band-Aids, things like that. They might even have little tests here now because, I mean, COVID, remember that? Yeah. Nurses were in charge of that for schools to make sure we tested everybody, and they still are doing that. I guess in the state of Maine right now, we have a little bit of a rise going up. So where nurses are becoming more like laboratory scientists all the time. And you should appreciate them. They're keeping you healthy, and they take care of everyone in a school. Sometimes that school has 600 to 1,000 people, and that's a lot for 1 or even 2 nurses to do. So be appreciative of people that want to help you. They got into this profession to help, and they are helping. And yeah, give them some positive vibes. So Thursday the 12th, it's Limerick Day. Limerick. So what's a limerick? Well, limerick is one of these poems. Technically, people always put in this thing, you know, there once was a person from the moon. Da 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 doon. Da 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 doon. So it's like that rhyming pattern of rhymes with the first and second verse and then the last verse. But it can be any sort of nonsense poem because from the person who originally started it 100 years ago. And yes, sometimes you'll be like, I don't get it, I don't understand it. And sometimes you don't because they have to try to make it rhyme. And a lot of these places, they make up a town that someone's from and it's hard to pronounce. So yeah, anyways, look up limericks. You might find they're fun. They're kind of like tongue twisters as well. So people like to say them fast. But anyways, limerick day, poem day, write some poetry, have fun. Doesn't have to make sense. Friday, it is crouton day. And there's no croutons in this salad, but croutons is an ingredient of salad. So croutons have been around for actually, I guess, thousands of years. Basically taking a dried bread and adding some spices and oil to it, boom, toasting that up, throwing it into not just salads, but anything. And people will just eat croutons. I mean, they sell them as long sticks, right? Don't they have those anyways? Isn't biscotti kind of like a crouton that's sweetened? Anyways, croutons, a way to take crust of bread, and that's the French word crouton, which is basically the crust of a bread, and taking it, and when the bread is old, cutting it up, heating it up, throwing it onto things, adding it as a garnish to stuff. And think about that. It's like reusing things. Oh, this is trash now. No, you can reuse it for something else. But I don't want to eat stale bread. Oh, but let's toast this thing, put a little bit of oil and some spices. Now it's a crouton. It's not bread anymore. Ooh, it's delicious. What do we think crackers are? Think about that. Crackers are croutons. You're eating stale bread, even though it tastes like a delicious crouton. Maybe recooking something makes it taste better. Refried beans, anyone? Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for these weekly videos. Not every week do we have most exciting holidays, but it's something to think about, and that's the biggest thing. And thumbs up, likes, all of that stuff. I will see you next time, and please celebrate something.